So, as a child of the 90s, I was really excited to see that Lego was going to be doing a Sonic the Hedgehog theme, being that I grew up on all of those games. And so I've been paying a lot of attention to some of these sets because I do plan on hopefully getting at least one or two of these sets in the future for the channel to do a review or something else on, maybe have them back there on the shelf as well. But to my surprise, I saw that we are getting a Shadow the Hedgehog set as well. This is a Shadow set called Shadow's Escape, and I want to take a look at it real quick because I do really like the concept of this. It's like a $20 set. Hopefully I get to get it here sometime in the near future, just for a little mini review, if nothing else. But I like it, but there's one thing I have an issue with, and it's the little Rhinobot. If you're not familiar with that, Badnik, that is from Sonic 3, which is a honestly wonderful, super great platformer game if you're a big fan of those. And it's not the most accurate thing in the world. So what I want to go ahead and do is actually hop on over into Studio and see if I could build it better. So let's go ahead and hop over there real quick. So you can see here that we have the original Rhinobot, as you can see here, 39 pieces. This is what I was able to create here, which is 55. It is a bit more. I'm going to go ahead and actually kind of rip it apart a little bit so you can sort of see what's going on the inside here. Very hard to grab this little piece here, but yeah, it's actually only connected to just this one little stud here and a couple of axles up the top, or lift arms up the top rather. And I'm really happy with the design of this little build here because it actually rolls. It is built around a wheel. All of these pieces exist, by the way, including this piece here, although that's a little bit older, is retired now. So you'd have to get one or use something else there, but it acts as a little kickstand, right? So I love the design of this. The thing I was saying about the accuracy though mostly has to do with the color. They chose this sort of ketone orange or bright orangish yellow, which I don't think is perfectly accurate. Granted, some of the toys of this thing that you'll see will use a color like this, so I get it. With Lego now having the reddish orange color though, I would have loved to have seen that. The way it's displayed normally in the actual game usually shows it more or less, and let me see if I can actually open this here for you real quick, with sort of this gradient on it, which I think works out really well, but that's very hard to mimic, of course, for Lego, right? So I understand kind of what they were going for here. At the end of the day, though, really happy with the design of this. Again, fully buildable. It took about 3 iterations to get to this because this one is the closest in dimensions, and it still preserves the spacing on the inside here for you to set the little bird inside of. And no, I don't know the names of all the different birds, unfortunately, so I don't know the name of that one either. I did put a little bar in here as well, just so that that bird can't fall into the hole and get trapped in the wheels, which would not be fun. And it should, in theory, be wide enough. In fact, I know it's wide enough for a character to fit in as well to pilot this if they wanted to, right? That seems like just an extra feature here. It's obviously not realistic to the game per se. I mean, maybe not to any of the classic games by any means, but it's really cool to have the idea that a character can ride in this. So give them a wheel, why not, right? So it is a mono wheel build if you're familiar with that, and the head build is basically the same, but it's built around this piece here connecting to this instead, right? So utilizing that actual bar connection at the back end, because the other one uses a bunch of extra clips and stuff, and it's not the most exciting thing in the world. This would not only give you that up and down movement of the head, but you could also actually rotate it side to side. And you'll see up here too that technically this is inaccurate, but this was a stylistic choice to actually give it these sort of like ear armor pieces because it's a rhino. This is probably closer to what you should get as a single plate at the top, but I don't care. I like it. I think it looks really good like this. So I'm really happy with it. And of course, I'm going to go ahead and post this file on the Discord so you guys can find this one as well, because I know I'm going to be building this if I get this set at all. Studio does not have this piece printed correctly yet, so I'm just utilizing this one here, but that works fine. And yeah, I'm really happy with it. So I'm just going to cross my fingers and hope that these as a pair come in the reddish orange color. This, honestly, both colors still work here. I think ketone orange or reddish orange works fine as sort of giving you that gradient. It's great. But yeah, I love it. So I'm really happy with it. Let's head on over back to this really quickly so we can go ahead and check this out one more time. And I want to enlarge this as well so you can see it a bit better. So yeah, overall, I really like the idea of this set. It's a little bit generic in my personal opinion for a $20 set. I think that the motorcycle is really cool, but it's not anything terribly unique, but I'm still really excited to get something like this. And it's done in a fairly clever way. Love the fact that you're getting the shadow icon printed on a round tile here as well, which is honestly fantastic. And the fact they give it a little light detail is always cool. Not necessary, but I'm not going to complain about it. Printing on the backside here, I honestly don't recognize this bike enough to know what that's supposed to be. So cool, I guess. Greebling, sure. I'll take it. I'm not going to complain. And it honestly looks like a really solid chopper bike build. Yes, it's large, but it's Lego, right? And better this than them give you a pre-built motorcycle in this case, right? That's kind of what the set is about. It looks like the back end here can open up, and I can actually hop on over here to see if there are any other features other than kicking open the glass, I guess. And I'm assuming that you do that by like hitting this here. Maybe, let me actually see. I am curious how this actually will work. So you can get a closer look at the Rhinobot here as well. Obviously mine is wider too, and I wanted to see the back side of the build specifically. So let's go ahead and I hit my microphone. Okay, yeah, it does do both. Oh, that's cool. I like that then. So yeah, it looks like you smash this down and then it hits the what is that, a sign, like a bar that sticks out in front of vehicles? Anyway, I don't know what that's called. Can you tell I'm not good at this job? But no, I really like it. I think it's a good set overall. I'm happy to see that both of those things are connected. So like when Shadow actually busts out of his little cryo chamber, whatever that is, that the arm goes down too, like I don't know what that's called. Anyway, I'm doing a bad job of this, but that's all right. Bit of a lighthearted video. So like I said, I've always been a huge fan of the original Sonic games. There are there's a pretty good likelihood at some point in the future I might do a live video, or I might just do a pre-recorded video actually playing through one of the Sonic games. Maybe not the whole thing, but just having fun with it, right? Because that's something I would really enjoy doing here. If you guys want to see that, we can just chat and have a conversation, right? On Twitch or whatever. But between that, and I also want to try some of the Bionicle fan games. I am getting way on a tangent here. So yeah, let me know your thoughts though. I know with the motorcycle here specifically, this one reminds me a bit of the gift with purchase Exotoa set that people built from the Ghost Rider set. And I bring that one up because a member of the Discord actually mentioned how they got the Knuckles mech set, which is really cool looking too. I don't think it really fits Knuckles per se, it's more of a Tails thing, but whatever. But they were actually talking about how they might try building a gift with purchase from that set as well. So a Bionicle in the style of the gift with purchase set, but from that set. It's a whole thing. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And of course, if you want to join the conversation, then yeah, check out the Discord. Links, of course, will be in the description. You can also check out the comments for, having a conversation here. Instagram and Patreon will be in the description as well if you want to support the channel and get some perks. And I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.